Hey guys, it's Odd996 and welcome to the 74th episode in the Spanish Campaign Chronicles. So, here you see I'm moving up my artillery to get a better position on their defensive, the buildings they're in, and maybe I could get them to, move their troops up a little bit more into the city, then use my artillery to draw them out into the open where the line infantry can get them, and the cavalry. But I'm going to actually use that building on my left to cover my left flank a little bit. And the right flank will move up too. And cavalry are in a pretty good position already. I won't do anything with them. So we're gonna deploy, and we can hopefully take down this building. And if we can make that building collapse when it has all the men in it, we will kill all of them. And even though I told them twice to fire at that building I wanted, they chose not to. And hold on one second, I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. My dad decided it would be the opportune moment to vacuum something outside of the room I'm in. So that was what that background noise was. It's done now. But anyway, their infantry have started to trickle out of that building, but hopefully we can still get whatever's left in there. So there's still some men. So we're just hoping it'll collapse. And yeah, we got some of them actually. So now we're going to have the artillery shoot at the men. And hopefully they're getting drawn out into closer range. And I was, just clicked the canister shot button so I could see what the canister shot range was. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't fire with canister shot. But oh well, my bad. And I told them to hold their fire, but not listening. So I was kind of hoping they would just get in canister shot range, but they're not going to. So we're going to go back to round shot. And they've set up their artillery so that it's like blocked by one of the buildings in the city. So I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. But anyway, their militia, or that's what I think it is, I can't really read it, but has gotten in the range of my line infantry and we're starting to kill them. This is on the far right of my lines. They returned fire and got minimal kills. So we're gonna have that other regiment that was to the left of the far right move in and help. Our artillery is going up against theirs, and we both have two batteries of artillery. Mine are together in the middle of my army, his are separate on kind of both flanks of the city, and they're really not in good positions. One is kind of getting blocked by buildings, the other is, I don't think can even hit me from where it is right now, and somehow I lost a bunch of cavalry. I don't know how that happened. Really, just look, what could have done that? Just sometimes there's just glitches, like that one time when there was, what was it? Oh, in that siege battle when I was defending, and then just one random cannon shot from off the wall just goes and magically kills his general. And that was in, I don't remember which defense battle that was, but I remember they attacked me again in the same location, and I defended in the same way, and the camera just decided to move itself. But I didn't show you that battle. That's the only part of the campaign you didn't see, was the identical battle. And I didn't tell you this at the time, but it was even identical down to the point where a magic cannonball killed their general. So there's got to be something wrong with it like that. And happened to Joseph E. Stalin too, so I don't really know. But as you guys can see, we've destroyed that one building that was in front of them. Like I was saying before, you can destroy the just useless buildings that get in the way. And if there wasn't any time limit, I would just be moving my artillery up and destroying every building in the city until I had a clear shot. But we don't really have time for that, so we will be forced to send in the infantry sooner or later. And the building behind them has collapsed from being hit by a cannonball. And the cavalry is going to move into position on the left. Hopefully they'll leave their artillery undefended and the cavalry can charge it. They've planted sort of anti-cavalry barriers in various parts in the city, as you guys can see. And I have to say, well, sometimes it's been useless where they've just put one after another and wasted them. But in some places they're actually kind of good. They're not just completely useless this time. I'm not going to use my cavalry to do a frontal attack, so the only chance I'll hit them is if I accidentally just like mess up and have them run over or something. But I'd say it did a better job planting those than it usually does. I wonder how many years it's been since Flanders fell to the Westphalians. Just kind of wondering how long this territory has been occupied by them. Whoever answers that in the comments gets 10 points, I guess. Not like that does anything, but yeah, points are just like stuff you can award people. If they don't do anything, it's just a prize, I guess, that you can't really see or use. Whatever, but some of their artillerymen have actually been killed, but their little sand barrier thing is doing a pretty good job of defending them. And they've got all their infantry clustered together here, well, most of it, I guess, and hopefully those cannons can just start ripping through them and just killing tons of men. Great, but they're kind of covered up by buildings now, so I hope they go out in the open. And we had to destroy one of the buildings that was in the way. And we'll have to destroy another one, I guess. So there, we've got the buildings out of the way, for the most part, and now we can start hitting their infantry. Some mortars really would have helped in this battle, or even just howitzers, those would have been better. So far we haven't been that lucky with hitting them. And we're gonna move up that left flank, because if we don't, they won't really be doing anything, so. Cavalry has gotten into position on the far left, and I'm gonna have them charge their undefended artillery from the side. My artillery are going to aim at that one regiment of militia that's just so undefended there. Well, wait, why did I say it? Okay, wrong word. I didn't mean to say that. I was still thinking about the buildings. Just out in the open and susceptible to artillery